Good evening, this is K4PEW, Net Control for Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. I can hear that the frequency is not in use, so I'm just going to proceed. Um, let's see, if there's an emergency, please call 911. Otherwise, um, you can call us on the radio here and we'll do it for you. Net may be broken anytime for emergency. For information on the net, right now you can go to YouTube, look up my call, K4PEW, in the search block, and you'll bring up a premiere and you'll see it there. It'll be evident to you when you go there. Also, you can go to 146.415.net for information on Simplex. You can also go to groups.io and see, well, you can see our net schedule and also sign up for our the email system as well as the reminder system. That's what it mostly is. And also you can do technical questions on there, and that's look it up under MJSS, Mike Juliet Sierra MJSS. Or you can send me an email and get a dumb answer, Kilo for Papa Echo Whiskey. You can also see us tonight. I'm trying out something new. I put the Facebook Live on there. I haven't been on Facebook in probably 10 years, and I decided we might want to use it here just for fun. Maybe somebody want it. The dog just jumped on my back. Anyway, you can just look me up on. It's not under my call. I probably need to go do another Facebook site for that, but it's under my name, Paul E, the letter E, Wielazinski, W-I-E-L. And the rest of it you don't need to know because it'll come up. Paul E. Wielazinski, W-I-E-L-O-S-Z-Y-N-S-K-I. There'll be a quiz much later, so you better memorize it now. Anyway, purpose of net is to have fun, and again, like on Facebook, you can see that. Not that that's a big deal. I just thought it'd be interesting. I was watching how Ricky was doing it up there on in the northern sector up there, and I thought it was neat that he had a Facebook because he couldn't use a YouTube simply because he didn't have the number of. Because in order to do a longer than a few minutes on YouTube, you have to have a number. I think it's 1,000 subscribers, and we've got like 2,600, so it's easy for us to do. We could do probably an 8-hour net, and nobody cared. At any rate, where was I? Oh yeah, tonight we're doing the net on 146.415 FM Simplex, and then we follow that with 144.240, and then we follow that with 50.135, and then that's upper sideband, and then we follow that with 223.415 FM. By the way, we had a fantastic 3 nets on digital tonight. This is one of the best overall groups of nets on 146.460, and then we had 8 check-ins on DMR, we had 8 check-ins on D-Star, and if we exclude Michael, we only had 8 check-ins on the C4 FM. Actually, it was 9. A little bit of jealousy there. I think it was 9. Anyway. Yeah, it was 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 9. 9 on C4 FM. So it was a great night for digital tonight. And I know there's still people out there who could check in or don't. So if you're listening, please try and hook up. Like, for instance, if you've got a C4 FM handheld, hook it up to your 2-meter antenna, external. Or if you've got D-Star, do the same thing. And if you've got DMR, do the same thing. Hook that 5 watts up to your external antenna and go from there. Hold on one second. I'm going to get adjusted there. We go. Trying to get a good view on the Facebook if any of you have them. Let me know if you see it there on the chat line. I just want to know how it works. I've never done it before. I'm a virgin on Facebook Live. Let's see. Oh yeah, the other things in that I already told you all the nets we're going to do tonight. Also told you about the Facebook thingy. And hold on one second. Hold on.
Oh, you're looking good on Facebook.
I can't get it. My alternative lighting site isn't working because now it's kind of just on or whatever's on the screen for my lighting source. It looks kind of, I don't know, it looks kind of Halloweenish this way. You can't see the background. At any rate, let's see, where was? Oh yeah, tonight we'll be starting with from the north. We're net number 952. We're in our, as you know, we're in our 10th year of doing nets here on twice a week. We've also been doing a number of other nets. Of course, we do those 7 nets tonight, and we do another 10-meter net tomorrow night. Michael does the 10-meter net on 28.415 upper sideband. That's at 7:30 p.m. So don't hesitate to be there. 28.415 upper sideband, 7:30 p.m. tomorrow, which would be 12:30 a.m. 1230 hours. That'd be Zulu time. And let's see, that's all the nets. Is there any other announcements I need to know on? Apparently not. Okay, so we're going to be taking short on time, mobile, or first time check-ins. Please come in. Kilo 4, Victor Alpha. It's Michael. Everything all right?
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Had a lazy day and ain't done nothing, so I'm pretty proud of that.
Well, you can. The beauty about doing nothing, you continue on tomorrow in the same mode.
Oh, I know.
Very good. Well, good luck trying to avoid work tomorrow.
Oh yeah. I will. It's like anything you phone everybody else want to know you can hear me. And don't really have a whole lot, just kind of sitting here, like I said, enjoying the day of doing nothing. So we'll turn it back over to you.
Very good. That was Mike K4, Kilo 4, Victor Alpha. He's in Hendersonville. Who else is short on time, mobile or first time checking?
WY4G.
There you go. We're gonna have to text you all the time in the future to get you up there, Jeff.
I just forget about it. I just don't think about it being there. I got other stuff going on, but I guess the text every now and then wouldn't, hurt. It's kind of like, wake me up a little bit. But I was gonna go ahead and get checked in while I'm here. And that's I got something else I need to go do.
Yeah, I'm with you. Very good. It's not good to hear you on the air, though. We haven't heard you in a couple of weeks, I don't think. Anyway, that's Jeff, Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf. He's in Madison. Good signal as always. He also checked in on the D-Star net, as I remember. You checked in on D-Star or C4FM? I forget which.
Yeah, C4FM. I don't have a D-Star capabilities yet.
Yeah, that's the most expensive one to get into, you know that?
I haven't really priced it up, and I don't do that much digital, just really done it all, except when I check into the digital net. That's about it right now.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's all optional. You don't have to. I mean, it would be, well, I'd say for the average person to arbitrarily go out and get a D-Star radio and spend several $100s just to check into our net would be kind of silly, especially if they have money to spend on better, well, not better things, but family things.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't mind having it just to have it, but, they may come down sometime in the future. I doubt it. They'll probably go up in price, but, I may get one eventually, but my next purchase is going to, I'm still in at FT991A, so I will, next time I buy a radio, that's probably what I'll get.
Yeah, very good. It's a nice radio, and the one you've got now sounds great.
Yeah, it's the FTM 7250. I may try to put this into my vehicle once I get the other one. But, it's just if I find a place to mount it.
Yeah, very good. Well, I hope you hear you on again soon on that new radio. That was Jeff in Madison, Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf. Who else is short on time, mobile, or first time checking?
Kilo 4 Tango November Romeo.
Kilo 4 Tango November Romeo. How are you tonight?
Pretty good. Just a lot of things going on. I thought I'd check in now. Going to be monitoring off and on. So hope we have a lot of check-ins. I'll try to check in Wednesday night. Thanks a lot, Paul. K4TNR.
Yeah, very good, Kevin. So you're sounding good though, from up there from Bethpage.
Yeah, I got a guy at work that wants to give me a tower, about a 30-foot tower. So I got to figure out how to get that to the house.
Yeah, and then you got to pour concrete and do all kinds of silly things.
Yeah, I'm not really in a rush to do it, so I'm doing pretty good right now. So we'll see if I can get it done by maybe spring.
And my hard part would be if I got a big tower, I'd have to put it in. And it's hard to find a concrete guy who would deliver concrete when my wife's sleeping.
Roger that. Yeah. Well, we'll see what I can do. I'll do what I can. But hey, I hope you get a lot of check-ins. Talk to you later. K4TNR.
Very good. That's Kevin. He's in Bethpage at Kilo 4 Tango November Romeo. Who else is short on time, mobile, or first time?
Kilo Oscar 4 by Kilo Delta.
Hey, how are you doing tonight? I haven't heard from you in a little while.
Yeah, I've been absent, missing in action, so to speak. Wife's had some health issues and keeping me at the hospital a lot, but everything's good now. She's back home, and
Back to her old cantanker herself, bossing me around.
Oh, yeah, I hope it's nothing real serious.
Yeah, she had pneumonia, 1st of September. Got through that after a week stay in the hospital, and then last week had to put her in again last Wednesday.
Not good. See, was she prone to that before?
No, first time she's ever had it. We don't know what's brought this on, but anyway, she's being treated and everything's looking pretty good.
Oh, good. She's on the mend then.
Yep. She's like I said, she's telling me what to do, bossing me around, and that's always a good sign.
A good sign. It's a sign of normalcy, I'll say that.
Yeah, I would just thought I'd check in. I'm a little short on time tonight, so I thought I'd get an early check in. And hey, hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend. Paul, thank you for doing this net. KO4MKD back in net.
Yeah, very good, Doug. Good to hear from you. That's Kilo Oscar 4 Mike Kilo Delta. He's in Greenbrier. Who else is any place anywhere on the well, not any place anywhere, but short on time, first time check in or mobile. Conditions are good tonight, by the way. Everybody so far on digital sounded great, and so far tonight here it sounds great. So I'm not wearing my headphones. I just realized it. Normally I wear headphones, but I didn't want to ruin my good looks on the Facebook feed. Who else is any of those three categories? Well, very good. Then we're starting from the north. Please come now.
Kilo 4 Bravo Whiskey Alpha, Ricky in Portland.
Hello, Ricky. I followed your lead and I put up a Facebook feed.
I know. I mean, yeah, I'm following along live, and I tell you, it sounds like the people that's checking in. It sounds like it's got better volume than YouTube. Everybody's got nice, clear signals, and the voice seems like it's a better quality. I like it.
Yeah, very good. No, I thought that I had not watched yours before on the Facebook, and I thought it's really good quality, and it makes it well, I'm not saying you or I are particularly entertaining, but it makes it more personal.
Yeah, Roger that. I didn't have much of a choice, like you said earlier at the beginning about how I only have a few, maybe, I think altogether I got like 72 followers. So it's not enough to get a channel on YouTube. So, but I mean, I like it. It looks good. I love that microphone.
Yeah, that's, I was watching, by the way, for everybody who's listening, if you can spare 3.5 hours, because that's how long the movie is, that the killer of the Killer of the Flower Moon, I think that's what it's called. Killer of the Flower Moon is a movie it's got De Niro in it and a whole bunch of other big stars, which I didn't even know. I didn't know how long the movie lasted, but 3.5 hour movie, but it's really very good.
Yeah, I hadn't heard about it, but yeah, hey, I like it. It's personal, like you said, it's more personal. I hope it catches on because I mean, you're looking good on there, and I believe that it'll be catching on. Your people can comment live while you're going on. I see Mike has commented, Mark. So it's a way of keeping up with comments a whole lot better than YouTube. So I hope you stick with it. It's pretty catchy.
Yeah, I think I can. It's not going to be a big deal. Well, I'm surprised in a way because I'm using the the YouTube feed on the internet for for the YouTube feed, but I'm also using the Wi-Fi feed through the internet for this, and they both seem to be working fine.
Yeah, Roger that. But yeah, I like it. I hope everybody else does, and I hope you continue to do it. It does. I feel like I'm talking right to you. I'm seeing you on Facebook, and I'm talking with you, and it's kind of cool. Haven't been able to do that with anybody else. So now I got a little taste of how mine works. I'm usually just broadcast. Well, you don't broadcast over ham, but I'm usually the one doing all the talking. And now I can talk and see. Good job. Appreciate you, brother. This is K4 BWA. You.
Very good. That's Ricky up in Portland, right?
Roger.
Yeah, I get my areas up there confused for some reason. Anyway, that was Ricky in Portland. Of course, he does the Thursday night Simplex Net on 147.555. Easy to remember, 555, 147 555. And it's Kilo 4 Bravo Whiskey Alpha. And make sure to do that. Thursday nights, 7 p.m., right?
Yep, 7 p.m.
All right, very good. The only problem with having I've done this before when I had it on YouTube and I was using a mirror. It was a little pain in the butt, but show so I could show the screen and me. And the only thing is, you got to remember when you're on the live feed like this with your own face, you can't pick your nose, can't suck your thumb, you can't be making funny faces when people say something you don't like. That's kind of fun. Anyway, that was Ricky, Kilo 4 Bravo Whiskey Alpha. Who else is north?
KB9RKK.
Hello, Frank. How you doing?
Doing good today. Doing good. Got the car fixed, this cracked screen on my phone fixed. Now I'm on the radio, catching the net in time, so it's all good.
Very good. By the way, Ricky, that phone, this is a classic microphone. I mean, it's a new microphone relatively new by Heil, and it's not cheap. I got mine at half price. That's the reason I bought it. A half price, brand new. It was from old stock, and it was interesting on this. It's I forget the model, 77. You can look it up. Look it up on Heil Radio, and it actually has a different designation, the exact same appearance, except that it has a different. It's actually different specifications, and it has less of a frequency response. I don't know why they did that, but it's just a little tiny bit less. It's like I think they no longer had the capsule for the old one, so they decided to come out with a new one. Anyway, Frank, anything else good?
That's it. Just was able to catch it there. But yeah, I mean, you were just saying, I don't know, like when I'm fixed, this is my Heil. It's an Icon specific cheap one, but it's a Heil. And when I was having trouble with my headset, and I finally figured out what element he was using. I had to keep buying different ones. Interestingly enough, the one everybody says, wow, that sounds perfect, was the one with the less frequency response. That's kind of weird because you just said that.
Yeah, that is interesting. But if you're getting a condenser mic and you use it on, it's got too much frequency response because it picks up every, if you scratch your pants, they're going to hear it on a condenser mic.
Yeah, that's what it was. So I found one because I kept looking and I was like, and then, people were dropping hands. Just buy this one. This is the same one. And it was, and it has got a tighter, a shorter response. It actually, I think it only goes to 10,000. So that was the key because all the other ones that were going all the way to 20 or who knows, ultrasonic, just didn't sound right.
Well, again, those condenser mics, I'm going to say that all the condenser mics, I believe, with my very limited experience, are made for studios, not made for ham radio.
Yeah, and these are, not true because they're electric, but yeah, I hear what you're saying, and it's got to be what it was, Again, we're not trying to do music, so I think the response being tighter is a little more focused. I guess it works a little bit better in the voice range.
Well, just to give you an idea, my wife I have a condenser mic here. It's old, but it worked wonderful. It was fantastic. And it was for recording we used that for recording the audios for those ham radio videos. But the problem, when she first put it on, she put the headphones on, she hooked it up to the, the recording machine that we have, the 4-channel recorder. And she says, man, I'm hearing noise in here. And she was quiet. I was just sitting quietly in another room. She was sitting quietly on the middle of the house in the living room. She goes, I hear this noise, but I don't know what it is. It doesn't make any sense. So I went in there and I put my headphones on, sat there quietly and listening. Yeah, I could hear it. And she says, what is it? I said, that's the refrigerator fan.
Yep. I remember when I was testing it, you were saying something to that effect, like, man, you just got, like, what is that humming noise? I'm like, oh, that's power supply.
Oh, no, in this case, it was just the fan. You could hear the fan running. It wasn't an electrical noise. It was the fan running on the condenser. It was just funny that you could hear it because otherwise I wouldn't even pay any attention to it. Neither would she. But that condenser mic picks up everything. Every little lip smack, for recording on the studio gets picked up. That's why they're so careful in the studio and how they record things.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. But that's what I meant, like the noise from the fan itself, not the electrical hum, not the 60 hertz hum, but like the wind noise, or the room effect. You hear everything. People are like, you sound all right, but I can hear that TV in the background. I'm like, gee, you can't. That's all the way downstairs in the other room.
So that's the benefit people are going to have tonight, is they're going to be able to hear me on Facebook and on YouTube. You're going to be able to hear my dogs barking. I got a dog who's on, but he was on Facebook. You can see it.
Yeah, well, I was just sometimes Paul's he's got the dog chasing the birds, the cat, and he has to. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, no, that's one of the difficulties when I'm going to start answering the phone at Paul's kennel.
No, I mean it's not. It's just funny when the one. I think it happened like one time. They're like, hold on a second, I got to take care of this problem right here. And then he came right back. It was kind of funny because I'm sitting there going, that's got to be weird, if they're all loose and they all decide to, I don't know, have a little argument while you're on the radio.
The cats, one of the cats attacks the dogs, or two of the dogs get into they're usually pretty good. They really are. They're usually good, but you never know what's going to happen with that many animals. Anyway, anything else going on for you, Frank?
Negative. Now I'll turn it back over to the net. But yeah, I just thought about it, how they know when the net's about to finish. It's like funny.
Oh yeah, when they hear me give my call, they all of a sudden they start running for the border, man. They're unbelievable. They're running to go outside because they know that's the key. That's the key phrase. Smart little SOBs. Anyway, that was Frank, Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo, Kilo. Who else is north?
WB0 and hello.
Hello. The advantage, Terry, I get to, that's how I can make faces that people need. They like yours. Okay? Talking about my hygiene.
Yeah, well, you clean up pretty good.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe I should wear a suit and make everybody go, what the heck is he doing?
Well, we think there might be a funeral if that was the case.
Well, because I don't think there's another hobby as casual as ham radio.
No, especially when they almost never can see you.
Oh yeah, but first ham fest I went to, I was actually, I don't want to say I was shocked. That's maybe the wrong word, because I'm not the most formal guy off hours, but I was shocked to see so many people in ratty t-shirts and flip-flops because I was in Florida. Back, I'm at a hermit's convention here.
Yeah, well, that's probably pretty close. But anyway, you look good on Facebook, and it seems to be working, so that's a good sign. Everything's calmed down over here. Wife's home, not in the hospital, and that's a good thing. So, got all of her pathology reports back, and they don't have a clue what happened to her.
They still don't have a clue. Huh. I wanted to ask you, I was thinking about you.
No, it's the same.
That you can do to make it better?
No, until I can get an electrical path back for the nerve, it's not going to do much.
Was it because something struck that nerve when you got the shot? Is that what it was?
No, it was an immune system reaction. It's weird. It's like 3 out of 100,000 have the problem.
Oh, wow. That is rare. Huh. Well, I'm just glad it wasn't any worse.
Yeah. Yeah, some people have had it in both sides.
From the same shot, from one shot in one arm, and it happened to both arms.
Yeah, actually, I got my shot in the opposite arm, so it really wasn't as a result of a physical injury. It was just a reaction to the vaccine.
Well, I would have never. If you would have told me that, and you were just telling me that you read that, I would say it was BS, because it sounds silly. You get a shot in one arm and the other arm fails you.
Yeah, I know. It's called Parsonage-Turner syndrome too. I'd never heard of it. And I was just fortunate to have a doc that had seen one other case in his entire career.
and was able to identify it, and then sent me in for like a nerve conduction study and a couple other things, and was able to diagnose it. But it's most folks don't have a clue what it is.
Yeah, you found out you had an open circuit.
Exactly. That's what it is. But this is beginning to sound like 80 meters.
All right, very good. Well, we'll move down to 146, 415. Anyway, I'm glad your wife's better, and hopefully your other condition will get better too. And good to have you on the net. That was Mark, Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar. Who else is north? Hey, are you home or mobile there, Brian?
Oh, I'm very mobile. I'm coming home. Just left work about 8:10, and noticed there was a net going on. That's net.
Ah, very good. You doing all right?
Oh yeah, I'm doing fine. It was kind of a short day. It was 2 to 8. It wasn't really busy there. Most people must be getting their turkeys together.
Yeah, I guess. Thanksgiving's a pain because if you don't, we don't cook for Thanksgiving, and if you find a place to eat on Thanksgiving, it's so crowded. It's like going to Disney World, during vacation, and that's not fun.
Just gotta find a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, and get some duck.
Yeah.
I didn't catch all of that, but something about Father's birthday is after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, well, my wife will go back up to New York, so if you need anything up there, I'm going to send her up with a plastic bag.
Yeah, send her up with several plastic bags. It'll save her about 20 cents.
Yeah, well, I think they're going to have to get over that sooner or later.
Oh, I would think so. Anyway, anything else other than that, Brian?
No, nothing for the net. Just glad to be here.
Very good. That was Brian, Kilo, Alpha 3, Charlie, Tango, Papa, and he is mobile on the way back to Hendersonville from work of all places. Work. Who else is north?
King 4WT.
Hey, you sound really good tonight. You do anything different there, Steve?
No, sir. The band has opened up here in the last 10 minutes.
Man, it is wild. I mean, it sounds. You actually sound like you're in Nashville to me.
Really, sounds good to me. Where do I need to find you on Facebook?
Under my name, Paul, and my middle initial E, and then Wilazinski, W. Just put in WIEL. I'm confident it will come up.
All right, I'll look for it. K4WT.
Don't be surprised, man. I'm a lot uglier than the last time you saw me.
I'm sure.
Very good. Still got most of my hair though, so I'm kind of happy with that because my brother's bald. He's 17 years younger than me. He hates it.
Coming.
Yeah, it happens though.
Oh, I know it. Yeah. Well, anyway, good. What's up? Wait a minute. Hold on there, Steve. What's up?
My God, Steve is best 7 to me.
Yeah, you're killing us down here with your signal there, Steve.
Well, excellent. I'm glad I'm getting somebody with a good signal. Oh, I'd be even quarter.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. Actually, it's kind of good. You're 5L.
Yeah, I got really good coverage off the east.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you do. Anyway, anything else for the net? I'm glad to have you in there.
You all have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you Wednesday night.
Very good. That was Steve, Kilo 4 Whiskey, Kilo Uniform, and then just north of Bowling Green with a big signal for those. I'm sure a lot of people could hear him tonight. Who else is north?
Kitty 4 VUW, Carlin, Angeltown, Bethpage.
I bet you couldn't hear Steve either there, Carlin.
I had an S2 on him and very readable up here.
Ah, very good. I'm surprised it was only S2. We were S7 here in Mount Juliet.
And the band's kind of shifting around. You were up to 20. You're down to around about a S. Looks like a S9 right now. I've been sitting there watching it kind of bounce up and down and stuff and do the fluttering and everything else.
I got you. Well, very good. Other than that, it seems like we're gonna have a big crowd. I haven't gotten away from north yet, and we already got like 10 or 12 people.
I just happened to wake up while you opened the net, and I was sitting there, and I dozed off to sleep, and then I woke up and heard you saying, "Anybody to the north?" How long? No, other than the last I heard from them, supposed to snow Tuesday night. I don't know how much, but at least that's what they were claiming, and I don't know if that's changed or not. I heard that. Well, it's that time of year when it's supposed to happen. Usual thing, we do get a little snow, something around about Thanksgiving, so I don't know what's going to happen. But other than that, no, I don't have nothing else further than that. Everybody's sounding good up here, great, and I guess back over to you for more check-ins. KD4VW, Angeltown, Best Page.
Yeah, very good. That was Carlin. Good for Victor Uniform Whiskey. I'm afraid to ask for more north stations. Please come now. I think we're done with north. Maybe you can come back later if you're hearing me and you're out getting a cup of coffee or something. Going to the west. Please come now.
KO4OTV.
Hello, Joel. Were you copying the other fellow up in north?
You know, I couldn't hear that many. It was kind of odd. Like I could, I think I even heard Tony on. And I only think I heard one station north, and that was it. I don't know how far east of me they are though.
Most of them are probably pretty much in line with due north of me. Most of them, or in that vicinity. Madison, Hendersonville, Bethpage.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, I was actually amazed that Tony could actually hear me on DMR though.
Oh, yeah, man, you got him excited, man. He's going to take tomorrow off.
I tell you, man, I could hear, I think, better on DMR than I could in.
DMR sounded great. Well, actually, to me, all of it, that's what. Well, I say good. It was good for audio. Let's put it that way. Signal strength and audio tonight has been outrageous.
Yeah, and it's crazy because you're still on their old antenna, right?
Yeah, that's correct. I got the other one laying in the garage, just chomping at the bit.
Oh man, come on now.
I was going to hook it up, just let it lay there.
Yeah, that's the kind of signal report you get with it laying horizontal on the ground.
I've done that. I've actually done that. I don't remember why it was on the ground, but I did. I don't remember the details, but I did it while I was laying on the ground, and I can still talk to people.
I did that with my off-center fit dipole. We had a big windstorm one time, and I don't know, about a year ago, maybe a little more. And it didn't hit the ground completely. It was probably about 3 feet above it, though, hanging from one leg from the tree, and the other one was kind of down. But the dipole itself was still above the earth about 3 feet. And I thought, well, I probably can't even use it. I came in here just out of curiosity to check into the Tennessee phone net on 80 meters, and they heard me loud and clear. It was the most bizarre thing. I couldn't even believe they could hear me at all. It was crazy, and it worked. It was very, very amazing. I guess because my elevation was the only reason.
It only had a very close reflector.
No doubt. I couldn't believe it worked at all. I mean, it's a fantastic dipole, no doubt. I'm going to buy another one just for a backup, which I've got a 40 meter here as well. It's, I think, a quad band or something that I use for a backup. I still got to fix it. I got to solder a piece back on where it got snapped by the big pines out there. But other than that, yeah, well, if you do put the 700 up, on each of my elements there, I guess you'd call it, on each section, I use a piece of Gorilla Tape on every one of my pieces when I put them up, so water doesn't get in.
Well, I've never had a problem with the water in the 700 ever. They just really make that radome, they call it, and the joints were really good.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how they were built because the one I have is the 300. It's just 2 sections.
and I still put it on there. I wrap it just to make sure, how water is. But getting anything, it's kind of crazy. But I put it on right in the center there, and I even put a piece of that Gorilla Tape around where my SO239 connects to my off center fed, and it seems to work as well. But that's kind of bizarre because I was reading on those 700s, and it seems like there's been quite a few issues with those 700s, and I don't know why.
I think it's because of those the capacitor and the inductor that's built into they're devices that can fail. They fail in radios, they fail in other devices, and so I think that's the reason.
Yeah, it's got to be because I haven't touched this 300 in a couple years, and it still works fine, luckily. And if it goes, I'm thinking about upgrading to something along those lines because I feel like where I'm at, I could really get out and hear a lot more too.
Oh yeah, that's the beauty of the 700. It really, really hears well. And that was the beauty of a net control. You're hearing everybody well, more than, this antenna works fine. But it's funny the difference. This antenna that I'm using is $125 from Home Depot. It's a tram, $14.81. And I'm glad I was able to afford it, but with shipping and tax, that 700 is $485.
Yeah, and that's kind of what deterred me the last time. It was almost, I don't think it was quite that high yet, with inflation. I think it was a little less when I got into the hobby, but I went with the 300 instead because I think I paid $159 off of Amazon, something like that.
Well, you've got the elevation too, so you got a head start on most people.
Oh no, that helped me tremendously, and that was my next thought. It's like, I don't think that antenna. I definitely take it, but that route.
Oh yeah, you're doing fine. Anyway, hold on here, Joel. You got anything else?
No, that's it, Paul. See you on 6 KO4 OTV.
Very good. That's Joel in Ashland City. Good big signal. West.
KG4 ILV, Jack and Donaldson.
You got a little signal tonight there, Jack. No, you sound great. Is everybody hearing everybody pretty good?
Yeah, sure am. I heard all those guys up north. That was a kind of a first.
Yeah, you also hear Steve, didn't you?
I sure did.
Oh yeah, he's like I said, his signal was monstrous. That's the loudest I may have ever heard. Due north, so he's going to be a little bit northeast, and from what he tells me, that antenna is pointed due south, so he's hitting everybody in a pretty wide swath coming south, including you.
Yeah, I have a good signal from him, and hey, I was surprised how well all the digital modes did tonight.
Oh, the audio is fantastic tonight.
Yeah, it sounded great. Anyway, I'll let you get on with it, Paul. KG4 ILV.
Very good. That was Jack. He's in Donaldson. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Anybody else, West?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
Yeah, good. I hope this does as well on 6 meters tonight too. We don't know how well that's going to work.
Yeah, I heard you earlier. It was really quiet, and looking forward to it. Yeah, I don't hear a peep out of it.
You must be in a hole down there.
Must be.
That's wild because you're a little bit east of Jack, correct?
Yeah, yeah, a little southeast.
Right. No, I just meant on the longitude, you're a little bit east. That's all I meant was. Yeah. So I would, but again, who knows what's blocking you there?
Anyway, crazy. We'll see how it is on 6.
Very good. We'll see you then. That's Greg, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Anybody else, West?
Good evening from KC4 TNQ.
Hey, Charles. You did sound good tonight too, and you
Station in Bowling Green with an excellent signal with me.
Yeah, and you're what about 12 miles west of me, so his beam pointed due south, which points really right at Mount Juliet, because he's pointing it toward Bowling Green because he lives north of Bowling Green. But he's hitting you. That's awesome.
Yeah, what kind of beam was he using?
It's a 5-element, and I don't know. You have to fill in the blank. I don't know what it is.
Okay, well that answers a lot right there. Anyway, yeah, he had the excellent signal, great signal.
Yeah, no, that's good. It's and that's what the beauty of a beam. But I can't use a beam on a net like this. It'd be neat if I could, but we'd have to do it. I did it one time years ago with the beam in the attic, and I'd point it one way and make a call, then I'd point it the next way and a call. It was kind of bad because most of the people behind the beam couldn't hear me.
Yeah, this is true. That's the advantage of vertical.
Yeah, well, a good vertical. Well, any vertical, really. I'm just you sound great, though. Anything else, Charles?
No, that's it. Everyone have a good evening. Have a pretty strong. KC14Q.
Yeah, very good. You all better now?
Oh, yeah. Had a rough week, though.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that you're over it because those things are awful. Anyway, that was Charles. Kilo, Charlie 4, Tango, November, Quebec. He's in West Nashville. Who else is west? West or south?
Sure, Mike 4, November, Yankee Bill.
Hey, Billy, you sound great tonight, too. How are you doing?
Doing just terrific. Good old world wonderful.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, even when things go bad and everybody has their bad terms, you still got to be content with what you got.
Well, certainly, it's what will make it.
Oh, absolutely. It's all about attitude and what your perspective on life is. And I'm thankful to be here.
And I think the rest of the group here is just an outstanding group of people to associate with.
Yeah, I agree. I couldn't ask for best. What I've said to other people who aren't familiar with the hobby is that some of the nicest people I've ever met are in ham radio.
I've been for many years. I better let you go. I'll be clear.
Very good. That was Bill. Big signal out of Murfreesboro. Kilo Mike 4, November Yankee. South again. Man, you must be in hog heaven. You heard 2 or 3 people on DMR, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Somebody's hacked your Facebook page. There's some old guy on there.
Yeah, no. I know. I'm not, what's the right word? I'm not vain enough to think that people want to see me. I just think it adds an element of, people can go, oh my gosh, and they can just turn they can turn it off once they realize who it is.
Yeah, I know. No, that's I'm kind of contemplating using Facebook Live for the Santa Net. I'll let you be on YouTube, and I'll be on Facebook Live.
That would be a great way to do it. And really, the quality appears to be very good, and the distribution is great with no flaws.
Yeah, I just there's certain details I don't know. Like, is there a time limit?
Not that I'm aware of, and I didn't see it, but I didn't really look. So we'll find out if we get shut down. But I don't think so. We've been on there now for 45 minutes or so.
Yeah, that's how I got burned on Zoom.
Oh, I know it. But, well, again, I think Facebook's the way to go because a lot of people have Facebook.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but you can open it up to the public. And like I send you the stuff I post on Facebook when you said you weren't on Facebook, but that wasn't true. But anyway, but I can send stuff to people and send them a link, and they can click for that particular event or piece of information on Facebook, and they do not have to belong to Facebook.
Yeah, no, that's a good feature. No, I wasn't on Facebook when the last time we talked. I've only been on it for maybe 10 days. I don't know, maybe not even that long. I decided I wanted to get on because I had, well, for 2 reasons. This, but the other reason that really hit me first was I could connect with a bunch of my old shipmates. There's a bunch of them were there, and I just didn't want to miss that opportunity. And then I realized, hey, I could do a feed here because I just watched Ricky. He was the reason he was a trailblazer on Simplex because he was doing it. I said, man, it really looks good. I want to do that.
But I'll give you a heads up. There is someone else with your name. It just doesn't have the E in the middle.
Oh, yeah, my son. That's my son. He's in Tampa.
Okay. Got the blonde-headed lady wife person?
I don't know. I've never looked at his site, tell you the truth. I don't know.
Okay, anyway. But, yeah, everybody check into the Santa Net, yes, on Christmas Eve at 7 p.m. And we're starting to work out the technical details of how we're going to do this. But please, you don't have to have littles. You can check in just to talk to me. I get lonely. KF4 kids.
It's like being in a nursing home. Nobody ever stops by.
Yeah, it's terrible. And all they give us to eat is cream green peas.
Yeah, that's right. And what's that other big one? I can't think of it right now. One of those cream corn.
Yeah.
Anyway, by the way, I don't think everybody heard. I didn't do it at the front end, and I should have. Tony is doing, again, for the 22nd year, the Santa Net at 7 p.m. I do have that right, didn't I? 7 p.m. on, obviously, Christmas Eve, and it's good for children of all ages. There's a nice presentation. It's not just your standard net you've If you've never heard it, you'll say, wow, he does a lot of stuff. He's been doing it, like I said, for 22 years and coming up with characters and neat stories, and he'll have a lot of fun. 7:30, it'll be here on this, but it'll also be on YouTube, like we normally do YouTube, and it will also, Tony's going to put it out on Facebook, and it will also be out on the 146.415 frequency.
And I wrote some new bits for Chester, the backup reindeer this year.
Oh yeah, that's right, Chester. Not Chester, the limping guy from Gunsmoke. This is the reindeer Chester.
Yeah, Chester has an attitude.
Well, very good. No, it's always entertaining, and he's really committed to it. Like I said, 22 years, man. That's almost as long as one marriage I had. And of course, the other two didn't last. The other one didn't last too long. Anyway, that was Tony, KF4, KFQ. Need to move along. I have this feeling we're going to be a while. And he's in Smyrna. Who else is south?
Kilo Echo 4, Sierra Yankee Victor.
Hello, Larry. Good nuts tonight on digital.
Yeah, we did all right, man. Let's get on with it. KE4 and Sloppy.
Yep, Larry in Rockville. Kilo Echo 4, Sierra Yankee Victor. He's, like I said, Rockville. Good stadium. Who else is south? South or east?
KM4 YRF.
There's somebody else in there too, but I got Michael in there. You sound excellent. And then again, a really good night for the signal strength.
It sure is, Paul. And I'm going to tell you what. I think Facebook is better than YouTube.
Say it ain't so.
You
Yeah, the only problem is, at least from this standpoint, is whoever's been watching or finding me on YouTube wouldn't find me if I dump YouTube, which I don't think I would, but you know what I'm saying. It just gives us, there's two options. In other words.
No, I don't mean give up YouTube. I mean just keep on going on Facebook as well.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's good. I mean, I'm glad. Doesn't cost me anymore, I don't think. I might sort of watch it. You're going to say I use too much data or something. Anyway, they might do that. I don't know. It was interesting because this month they gave me free high-speed data, a whole month of free speed high data because I'm such a wonderful customer, and they also said I was really good looking.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. I think the audio quality or the video quality is better.
Yeah, it's funny. It really is. Maybe it's the camera, because the other camera I have is good. It's an HD camera, that one's that's right now on the radio. But I don't know. It is funny how things are different. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just the camera. I don't know.
Well, I don't know, but I have nothing else, so I'm going to say back to net control. KM4YRF.
Yeah, very good. That's Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot Michael here in Mount Juliet. He does the 10-meter net on Sunday nights, and he also fills in for me. He also does the what do you call it? The C4 FM net on Saturday nights at 7:30 p.m. Looking for more chickens, by the way, on the digital nets. We did great tonight with total of 16 and 9 is 25. 16 and 9, yeah, 25. Don't know my math anymore. Total, it was 8, 8, and 9, which is a banner night for having all three nets. All right. Anyway, who else is south or east?
KE4 India Bravo, Kilo India 4 Sierra Oscar Romeo. Good evening, Paul.
All right, very good. Hold on one second, Richard. You doubled up with Wes. Everything good in the northeast sector there, Wes?
Yeah, I got in here really late. I'm sorry. I wish I could have heard the guys up north. But anyway, I can't stay long. Slip in while I can. KE4TW.
Yeah, it looks like he dropped off. At least he dropped off to Facebook. Steve, if you're still there, come back on. No, I think Steve dropped out. No, he had a big signal. I mean, he was S7, S8 here in Mount Juliet. Wes, you still there?
Yeah, sorry, I was talking to you. Y'all go ahead.
Very good. That was Wes. Even the band is changing. It started to fade on Wes a little bit. That was Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey India. I heard Richard in there. KI4 SIB and KI4 SOR. Everything good over in your sector there, Richard?
Everything's under control, Paul. Hope everything's good for everybody else. Just, I heard Steve. He sounded good down here tonight. And I've heard several folks I don't usually hear, but of course, there's always the usual suspects I can't hear for nothing. But anyway, carry on. Appreciate what you're doing down there, and we'll holler at you when we can. 7-3. KI4SIB back to net. Thank you.
Yeah, very good. That was Richard, KI4SIB and KI4SOR. You're still in your original digs, right?
Yeah, we're still where we were, but we're making some headway over the other place.
All right, very good. And if you need any help moving, my wife's available Thursdays and Fridays.
Jim, boy. I may take her up on that.
Yeah, she doesn't know about the arrangements I make, though, but you know, I'm her agent for labor. No, man, if she found out I was telling you that, I wouldn't be on the air anymore. Anyway, that was Richard and Stephanie in Lebanon, Kilo India 4 Sierra India Bravo, and Kilo India 4 Sierra Oscar Romeo in just west of downtown, wherever, Lebanon. That's Lebanon, Tennessee, not Lebanon in the Middle East. Who else is east?
KE4, DEZ, Earl and Noreen. How copy over?
Big signal tonight, Earl.
Well, I'm just about giving her all she's got over here because I got a lot of static on my end. I didn't know if it was just on my end or not, but I just thought I got a question that might not be an easily answered question.
I don't know, but what, like what? I mean, is it an embarrassing question?
No. Well, I guess it all might depend if you consider ham-operated questions are embarrassing or not. But it is hardware affiliated ham radio operations.
Oh, well, maybe somebody on the net knows the answer. Go ahead.
Well, that's what I thought. Because I'm kind of, thought about putting it on the website, but it might be a little bit, it's been a spell since I posted on the site, and might have forgot how to do that, okay?
Yeah, I understand. Well, you can always send it to me, and I'll put it up there.
Okay. Well, I was in a, they got them their digital translators out there, devices. You familiar with what I'm getting to?
Digital translators for the digital mode, you mean?
Yeah, kind of. Well, there's a. Are you familiar with what? What was that mode? Used to be 2 meter. I'll think about it here in a minute. Because I used to do it.
I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. Was it a digital mode on 2 meters?
Yeah, I had it right on the tip of my tongue and on the brain of my frontal cortex when the packet, that's it, 2 meter packet. You familiar with 2 meter packet?
I know of it. I've never done it.
Okay. Well, they do that up on the International Space Station when it's passing over. And there's another frequency out there on the 2 meter sideband frequency. I think it could be variable one way or another. I think it's 144 to 390 or something like this, that, and other. But I think maybe the new nomenclature of it. I don't know. I'm checking my thinking. Okay, and I think it's being nomenclated as I don't know, something about when you drive around, you could transmit whatever your location and there's stuff like that. You follow me?
Yeah, APRS, and you need a TNC controller, which is about $100 minimum.
Right, okay. And I'm just kind of curious if that, if that apparatus or, they used to, MFJ came out with one, and I guess, I can't remember what it's called exactly, Kentronics, I think, is the most recent ones that I've seen. Are they still out there, or anyone else have any experience with those in terms of hooking them up, and are they still idiot people proof, or person needs help, or what?
I don't know. I haven't found anything that's K4 PEW proof, so I'm not sure that's possible. But I don't know. I'm not familiar with it. I know of them. I mean, there's another few brands out there too, but Kentronics and I know MFJ has one. I can't think of the other. One of the others is a big name too, but yeah, you have to have it, and it's again. You also have to have the software for APRS, because you have to. That goes through a computer.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, some of that there, I'm used to doing through a dumb terminal, all that software and things that you're familiar with used to be in the TNC, as it was called. But it's been a spell. I was just kind of curious, because I'm not trying to be a cat. I don't want to die because of my curiosity. Maybe you could I don't know, put that on the blog or whatever it's called, and I can, I'll receive it as it's transmitted or added to the blog or the website. Would that be okay? Does that make sense of what I'm asking?
Oh yeah, no, I'll put something out, and in fact, I think I've got some information you'll probably like about that.
Right. Okay. Because I got the so-called, perhaps the needed software to do it. It's just added hardware. And some of these digital modes and this, that, and other, regardless of what band it is, they jump into these here sound card things, a little external box and this, that, and other. You jump this pin to that. It's just for educational purposes, if asking for help on how all that stuff works. Because I used to, but it's been a spell. But I'll let it go. So much atmospheric conditions over here. I'm not having a very good time listening or hearing the north or the west over here. So anyway, thanks for being there, Paul. We'll catch you when we can. Happy holidays out there, anyone that can receive my signal. This is KE4 or DEZ Earl in southeast Wilson County, place I call Stick City of Cedar City. We'll see you now.
Very good. That was Earl, Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu. As he says, Stick City is just east of us. The Pines. Not the Pines. Cedar's 11. I always get those confused. Cedar's 11, just east of there, in Noreen. Anybody else east?
KG4 CXE, Kristen Royal.
You just wanted to get in the big numbers tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I was figured I'd pile on in here.
No, that's very good. We're having a banner night on all the modes. So, how are you doing?
Good, man. I looked down. I was kind of dozing off. I hate to admit it. I was dozing off a little bit when the digital net was on. So I was like, I gotta get in here.
Oh yeah, no big deal. It's one place you don't have to be is here.
Well, it's definitely a relaxing weekend. I'm glad for it. But yeah, I wanted to slide in here and catch the rest of that.
Well, very good. We'll see you then. Anything else?
No, just 73, everyone.
Very good. That's Chris in Rural Hill, Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. Another good signal. Who else is any place anywhere?
Kilo Golf W4NU.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I got a few in there. I think I heard 3. I heard Jimmy. Hold on 1 second, Jimmy. And I heard KG4 MIZ. I take him first because he's so important. How you doing there, Kevin?
No, quit that important stuff now. Hey, you gonna confuse me. I'm not important. I'm not important. I'm doing fine, Paul. I'm doing well. I hope to get you on the other nets. I'm hoping that 6 meter is going to work, and you'll be able to hear me a little better tonight.
Well, hopefully the VHF where we would be is going to be good because it's been good all over the place here on 2 meters on the digital modes as well as here. So I'm hoping 6 meters holds up too.
Yeah, right. Well, that's what I'm hoping as well. And everybody seems to. I've heard everybody. So everybody. Well, I think there was a couple that I missed out, but you know, that's the way the ball bounces. But yeah, I'll let you go, and I'll be waiting on the next one. We'll talk to you in a minute. Before my thing.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, Kevin, I'm hearing so good. I even hear stations that aren't on the air. Jimmy, I hear you in there. Whiskey 4 Mike Uniform Foxtrot.
Hey, Paul, how's it going?
It's a busy night tonight. It's great.
Yeah, it sounds like VHF is keeping you off the street tonight.
Oh yeah, that and the chain that my wife has that's connected to my neck.
Well, I finally got a 160 meter antenna up.
Awesome. How's it working?
Things work pretty good. It's I took about 49 to 1 unon and put 256 feet of copper wire on it and strung along the top of the fence post using electric insulators, and things work okay.
And it's how high up of the ground?
6 feet.
Oh, see, I know somebody who did the same thing, and he had a ball.
Yeah, it does pretty good. I'll be able to know more after a couple of weeks. So.
And how much wire do you have out there?
It was 250 something feet.
Yeah, so it's a half wave 160.
Yeah, it didn't say it halfway.
Yeah, no, I get it. I have a similar one.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, look, I'll leave with you. See you later.
Very good. That was good to hear from you, though, Jimmy. That was Whiskey 4 Mike Uniform Foxtrot here in Mount Juliet, the northeast corner. Who else is out there? Did I hear anybody else out there?
Hey, forward TYJ.
Hey, Jimmy, what's up?
Trying to check in for an hour. It was really hard.
Yeah, there must have been a lot of doubling when we were over there to the west and the south. Well, from the south anyway. Yeah, listen, I don't permit you calling me a moron, okay? So you can't do that here. You can do it elsewhere, but not here.
I didn't call you a moron.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I was warning you ahead of time. It's not good policy.
What brings that up?
You said we were telling the story about that guy that delivered the TV.
I did not call him that. I called him something else.
Okay, I forget what it was now. I think you said idiot, maybe. An F and
Yeah, it was a scripted idiot.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, it's a word that's not permitted on television or radio.
Well, you know, I wouldn't have said that except that when he called and said that I don't know what to tell you. That's what my GPS told me to. Now I'm sorry, or I delivered the wrong spot. Here's where I took it. No. He goes, I don't know what to tell you. I said, that's what I told him.
Well, what's funny about that is, number one, only an idiot would leave it in a place that's not the correct address. And number two, he should have said, okay, look, let me go and get it for you and I'll deliver it.
You know, and when my ex-YL said, you mean to tell me we bought a TV for somebody? He goes, yes, you did. That's what he said.
That's hilarious. I'm glad he didn't see you take it because he might have come out with a shotgun.
Well, the guy where he delivered it to had all kinds of warning signs up, and I kid you not. It says, well, you're not a trespasser, now you're a target. Literally, that's what his signs at his property says.
Didn't scare you off, though.
No. First he's got to get his gun, then he's got to grab it, then he's got to aim. By that time, I already grabbed my TV and I was gone.
Those things can turn out badly, you know that? Because he wouldn't necessarily know that was your TV. He might have thought something else got delivered to him.
He'd come out and ask. He'd chase me down. I don't care. It was funny. His two dogs were sleeping right next to my TV. I pulled up. They got up. I got out of my car. Never hesitated. The dogs got up, walked on the other side of the gate, said, well, I don't see nothing.
Yeah, that's because they knew the guy was an idiot.
Yeah, it could be. No, but I got my TV, so I'm kind of happy. But, you know, the guy that delivered it or to the wrong spot was very unprofessional, and I really don't even think he cared to be professional. No apologies, I don't know what to tell you. I just took it with GPS said. That's what he said. And I had to drive 9 miles to get a reception on my phone. Well, you know, that's what happens when you come out to the country.
Oh man, that's crazy. You know, I had put, there weren't any markings on my house and I changed that. I said, you know, this is some years ago when I first moved here. So we were getting stuff from UPS, but they knew where to deliver it, and the mail knows where to deliver it because the other people on both sides both have marks, so they knew my street address was 105. I said, this is silly. So I went out and I got some of those big white stickers, you know, with the black marks on them. right on the face of the mailbox, 105. 105. The next day, I had a UPS delivery, and then it said delivered, and it wasn't delivered. It's like, what the heck? I put the thing out there. What's wrong with it? He delivered it across the street.
Oh wow. So I don't know what's going to happen because the guy hung up on him. We hung up on him. Well, I don't know. But everybody was yelling. Everybody was mad at me.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's their job to get it to you and say they can't even be up. They're not permitted to be upset.
Yeah, you know, and he goes, did he call me a pest and idiot? Yes, I did.
So what? It's nobody. Apparently, he's never been in the military.
He doesn't know me, and you know, it's just call him like I see him, Paul.
Oh, I understand. I understand. You're not going to go enter the diplomatic corps. How's that?
No, I'm not. You know, we made a deal a long time ago when I started working here. Is that y'all deal with the customers, I deal with driving the truck. So it'll work out great that way.
Oh yeah, no, I know. It's a lot of people don't want to deal with the public. They just don't. Obviously you're not the only one.
No, I have a small tolerance. And, you know, I try to be very nice. I really do. And I don't want to take up everybody's time, all these stupid stories that I have to go through every day. But the average person has average about 30 seconds worth of patience. After that, they will do everything in their power to get around you, no matter how dangerous it is, or if it's a threat to their life. They will still do it. And 30 seconds patience is all they have.
Oh no, I get it. I get it. It's everybody. So many people are just all about them.
Oh, absolutely. So I won't hold that up. Thanks for doing what you're doing. You sound like we got a big number tonight. Doing a good job, Paul. Thank you very much. K4TY.
Very good. That's Jim. He's in what do you call it? Every time I go to say that name, I get it wrong. He's in hold on, don't tell me. It's man, isn't that something? It's like a mental block on it, the name of that town.
Woodbury.
Yeah, man, how come I can't think of it? Woodbury. I've been there. I ain't even been there. Anyway, it's Woodbury. It's Jim, K-E-4-T-Y-J. Who else is east or anywhere?
Kilo India 4, Zulu Delta Golf.
Hey, very good. You got in there late in spite of being in the other three nets.
Yeah, I was just waiting until you got around here on the east. I was just kind of preoccupied looking at some other stuff and realized that it was finishing up.
Oh yeah, no, it's pretty much finishing up. We got to move on. We're going to run into one of those hour-and-a-half nets, but it doesn't cost any more, I don't think.
Now we'll just put another quarter in and keep on going.
Very good. You sound good. Were you copying many people on the net?
Yeah, I was getting a lot of guys. Yeah, it sounds good tonight, really.
Very good. That was Kevin. He's here in Mount Juliet / what do you call it? By the way, how far east do you live in east of the Mount Juliet?
Well, so when I was checking in on the C4SM, I think I saw you were 5.2 miles from me.
Okay, so it's not too far. The reason I asked that is that silly, very quick story. There's a Ziggy's Pizza right on Mount Juliet Road. There at the what you call it, the garbage truck road, I call it, and where that goes over toward Gladeville. Then there's another Ziggy's because she was closed. That one was closed, and the other Ziggy's way out in Gladeville, which is another 7 miles or so, was open.
Yeah, the one that's right there in Gladeville at the four-way. That one's been there as long as I've been here, and the one I'm not sure if they sold, and the new owners opened up that new spot right there. I have not been to the new spot yet.
Which one's new to you though? The one over there across from the school, or the one there on the corner of what you call it, the garbage truck road? I call it.
Yeah, the one at the corner of Stewart's Ferry and Mount Juliet Road is new. That whole strip right there has been built in the last few years.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I mean, they said they're connected. They have the same menu and everything. And by the way, I'm not supposed to advertise on ham radio. They make great pizza.
They do make really good pizza. For the longest time, that's the only place we would order because that's the only place we get to deliver out here. But then since they put some other stuff over here in Providence, we've got delivery from other places too.
Well, very good. Anything else for the net there, Kevin?
Nope, we'll see you over on Sideman.
Yep, that's Kevin, Kilo, India 4, Zulu, Delta Golf. He's over kind of east of me, kind of Gladeville / Mount Juliet. Who else is any place? Any place, anywhere? Lollygaggers, lurkers, and sandbaggers. You just fell into that category. I'm not kidding you. I think my dogs actually know what lurkers, lollygaggers, and sandbaggers know. What's the end of that net? They're all staring at me and prancing around, looking at me funny. All right, and we'll move right over to 144.240. 144.240. We'll see you there unless I hear a complaint or a checking. We had 28 people on 2 meters. By the way, we're going to 144.240. Listen, I know I'm finishing in. I'm going to put them in another room. All right, I'm going to move over there. All right, this is K4PW 144.240. Looking for check-ins from the north. Please come in.
84 UW. Carlin.
Very good. We got Carlin, Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey. Up in Bethpage, we've got KF4 KFQ. We've got a big signal from Tony up down there in Smyrna. KFQ. Letters mixed up here. Who else is north? Or west? Anybody west? Please come in.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Say it. Was that you, Jack?
Yeah, I'm not on the frequency.
I know. I got you. You just sound like an old lady. That was Jack. Kilo Golf for India Lima Victor. Little off frequency, but he sounded fine. I knew who it was. Who else is it's west? You sound like an old man with that. You sound like Mr. Bassman. How you doing there, Greg? Very good. That was Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else? And he's in Antioch. Who else is south? West or south?
KC4T EQ.
Very good. You sound good, Charles. Kilo Charlie 4 Tango November Quebec in West Nashville. Who else is west or south? Over to the east.
KM4YRF.
All right, very good. We got Michael in there, KM4YRF here in Mount Juliet. Who else is east?
Yeah, 4 DDT.
All right, we got Kevin in there here in Mount Juliet / Gladeville. Kilo. I think I got that wrong. Yeah, it is KI4. I couldn't, like I said, I scribbled a little. KI4 is EDG, and that's Kevin here in Mount Juliet. Who else is east?
KG4 CXE.
You hung out for the extra net there. Okay, very good. That was Chris in the Rural Hill. Who else is a good signal? Who else is east or anywhere?
W4MUF.
W4MUF. Very good. Sound good, Jimmy. That's Whiskey for Mike Uniform Foxtrot here in Mount Juliet. Who else is east or anywhere? For those of you still on Facebook, you can hear the dog. They know a net is finishing, and they're all barking at the back door. Anybody else on 144.240? Very good. I don't know how many we got. We got a bunch. I don't know, 10 or 11. Something. All right. Who else? We're going to move right over to 6 meters, 50.135, and that's where we're going. K4PW. All right, now we're on 50.135, looking for check-ins from the north. Please come down. Over to the west.
KO4OTV.
Big signal there, Joel. That was Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Tango Victor. So I think it's holding up for us. Who else is west? I'm not hearing anybody else west. All right, there's a couple of stations in there, but I got Greg was on top of it. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else? Very good. We got you in there. There's been several. There's some double, triples in there, but KC4 to Tango November, Quebec, Charles, and West Nashville. Who else? Very good. Got you in there. That's Kilo Golf 4 India, Lima, Victor. Yeah, there was like 3 or 4 people coming at the same time. Sorry about that. Who else is West? Is there anybody else West I can't hear? All right, South. Nobody South? South or East?
KM4YRF.
Very good. Michael, KM4YRF. Big signal again. Who else is East? You're not hearing Kevin, are you, Michael?
No, but I think I heard Charles.
Oh, yeah. No, I was expecting Kevin because he was messing with his antenna earlier. And I could hear him just fine. I swear I could hear somebody in there, but I'm not positive about that. All right. Anybody, any place, anywhere, please come down.
WB0
All right, hold on. We had 2 in there. KG4CXE. That's Chris in Rural Hill. Good signal. And then I heard Kilo November. What did I hear? Kilo November 4. No, November. I'll get it straight in a minute there, Mark. Can't keep it straight. That's Mark, and that's Whiskey Bravo 0 NOO. All right, we got Mark in there from Northwest Wilson County. Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar. Who else? All right, looks like we had 8 on there. Whiskey Bravo, that was the last one, I think. One more time, any lollygaggers, lickers, or sandbaggers? Oh, okay, Earl. Kilo Delta 4. What is it? Delta Echo Zulu. Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu, excuse me. I got you in there. All right, say again, Earl. Are you copying Earl, Michael?
Yeah, he was saying that he was on his ground plane.
Oh yeah, because I don't hear anything actually.
Well, he's vertical.
Well, okay, good for him. All righty, very good. Well, we got a big 9 people on the 6 meters, whatever it is on the other one. But anyway, I think that's about it for this portion of the net. I may jump out of here. I may stay on the Facebook for the 223 net. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, because we get kind of wild and wacky on the 220 net. Anyway, we'll finish off the net. Appreciate everybody being here. Have a good night. K4P. Wait a minute, what was that last one? I couldn't hear you because of my noisy dog. Say again. Oh, okay. Well, for the 6 meters, KF4 ZDG got you in there. You make number 10 for the night. Thanks, Kevin. All right, we finished up with 10 on 6 meters. I'm going to close up the net. I'm probably going to run and let the dogs out, but I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I don't know if anything is a good idea with these dogs. They actually know when nets are finishing. They're the 73 dogs. All right. Anyway, I'm closing it out. I'm going to finish off the YouTube page here, and we'll call it a night. K4P then.